Hi my friends! Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue our playlist 555 English grammar lessons from beginner to advanced. Okay, let's continue talking about irregular verbs. Let's continue talking about irregular verbs. And remember, we usually say continue doing something, okay? Continue doing something. We usually say continue doing something, okay? So let's continue talking about irregular verbs, okay? Let's remember their forms. Let's remember their forms, okay? Understand, understood, understood. Understand, understood, understood. Write, wrote, written. Pay, paid, paid. Swim, swam, swam. Read, read, read. You see, we pronounce these forms differently. We pronounce these forms differently. Read, but read, read. Okay, let's remember their forms and to make up your own examples. Make up your own examples, okay? Understand. I understood your point of view. I understood your point of view. Write. The teacher wrote it on the board. The teacher wrote it on the board. The teacher wrote it on the board. Okay. We usually say continue doing something. Let's continue talking about irregular verbs. Let's remember their forms and make up your own examples. Understand, understood, understood. I understood your point of view. Write, wrote, written. The teacher wrote it on the board. Okay. Write, wrote, written. Pay. I paid for him. I paid for him. Pay, paid, paid. I swam in the sea yesterday. I swam in the sea yesterday, or maybe in the ocean, in the lake, in the river, in the pond yesterday. Okay? Read, read, read. I read so many English books. I read so many English books. Or I read so many books in English. I read so many books in English. Okay. Pay, paid, paid. I paid for him. Swim, swam, swam. I swam in the sea, in the ocean, in the lake, in the river, in the pond yesterday. Read, read, read. I read so many English books. I read so many books in English. You see, we pronounce these forms differently. Read, but read, read. Okay, my friend, more practice for you. More practice. Say it in past simple. In past simple. And write the forms of these verbs. And write the forms of these verbs. Okay? His girlfriend, write a long letter to him. We know write, wrote, written. Okay? His girlfriend wrote a long letter to him. The company pay for the goods. Pay, paid, paid. The company paid for the goods. She swam in the sea. Swim, swam, swam. She swam in the sea. More practice. Say it in past simple and write the forms of these verbs. Okay? His girlfriend wrote a long letter to him. Write, wrote, written. The company paid for the goods. Pay, paid, paid. She swam in the sea. Swim, swam, swam. His secretary read his correspondence. Read, read, read. His secretary read his correspondence, but reads in present simple. His secretary reads his correspondence in present simple, but read in past simple. Okay? We swim in the ocean. Swim, swam, swam. We swam in the ocean. He read her letter. We know read, read, read. We say he read her letter. Okay. His secretary read his correspondence. Read, read, read. We swam in the ocean. Swim, swam, swam. He read her letter. She understands you very well. Understand, understood, understood. She understood you very well. We pay for the service. Pay, paid, paid. Okay, we paid for the service. Good. I write here a letter. Write, wrote, written. I wrote her a letter. She understood you very well. Understand, understood, understood. We paid for the service. Pay, paid, paid. I wrote her a letter. Write, wrote, written. And we understand everything. You know, understand, understood, understood. We understood everything. We understood everything immediately. immediately. Understand, understood, understood. Okay. I understand and you understand. I understood and you understood. It's very, very good. Okay, my friends, let's continue this playlist from beginner to advanced. Thank you. Regular verbs. Okay. Let's remember their forms. Let's remember their forms. Okay. Okay. Continue doing something. We usually say continue doing something. Okay. Okay. So let's continue talking about irregular. Hi my friends. Welcome to the channel English Professionally, and we continue our playlist 555 English grammar lessons from beginner to advanced. Okay. Let's continue talking about irregular verbs. Let's continue talking about irregular verbs. And remember, we usually say continue doing something.